Hello, friends. It is Amanda Roberts, and I am coming to you live from the car today. I have not done a car live in quite some time. It's been a little bit. Now, I'm sitting in the school parking lot. I have about 20 minutes to kill today, so I figured what better time to come live to all of you. Today is day 15 of 100. 15 consecutive days doing Facebook Live on my journey to 100 live, 100 days in a row. So good morning. And today I'm hoping wherever you're at, you're safe, that the weather is treating you well, because I know that it's overcast here in North Dallas. I know that all my friends in Oklahoma have been getting hammered. They kept saying tornadoes, and so far there's been nothing, but I know you guys are getting drenched. I've seen some of my friends back where I lived in Owasso, just wet, borderline flooding. So I hope you guys are staying safe. So there's a few things I want to cover today. This morning I had Camden's first grade celebration. It was like a cute little graduation. They got to walk across the stage. They sang a couple songs. Their principal dressed up as a chicken. So I think that was Cam's favorite part, because for those who know him and know his personality, he's very shy, very shy. Like when he realized I was videoing a tiny part of the song, he stopped. He completely stopped talking. So, or singing. So thank you guys for hopping on here. It's so cool, so fun to celebrate. I just cannot believe that my baby is about to be finished next week with first grade. It's absolutely crazy to me. And then while I was sitting there, before we ever got started, I have to tell you guys something. Have any of you, and let me know, tried the Snapchat filter that makes you a male? Like it gives you a beard. It's kind of eerie. There's a lot of people using it right now, and everybody thinks it's super funny. So before Kel and I, because I pulled Kel out so he could watch Cam walk across the stage graduating from first grade, and Kel and I were kind of playing with Snapchat, I did that filter that gives you a mustache and like changes some of your feature. You guys, mine is not funny. Mine is scary. Mine, I just look like Robert. So 100% I look like Robert Ballou. There's no denying that we are siblings. Out of just funny, when I'm done, I'll post it in the comments. Oh my gosh, I'm my brother. Like, not like 100% I am my brother. There's no two ifs, ands, or buts. I sent it to my mom and she was like, wow. And I sent it to my dad and he's like, that's freaky. But I'll post it. It's crazy. That's funny, Andrea, that you look like Joe. I'm serious. It's like, you could see like my blonde hair at the bottom because it only stops here, but crazy. So we've got all this stuff going on, and today is truly a day of celebration. Today is my dad's 53rd birthday. So on the way to school this morning, the boys and I called him and wished him a happy birthday. So if you work with my dad, or you're friends with my dad, or you're friends on Facebook with my dad, be sure to flood him with happy birthdays. Those who know me closely know that I celebrate my personal birthday like a national holiday. But he celebrates it every year. For those in Sacramento, he goes to Freeport Bakery and gets a blackout cake, which is like chocolate overload to the max. But he takes that cake to his work every year on his birthday. He's done it since I was a little kid. My mom was driving yesterday to go get it because it's in downtown. And I'm telling you, that is so funny. So my brother posted, my brother, those who know him know he's very, tongue-in-cheek, says what it's on his mind. And he posted something celebrating, giving a shout out to my dad for teaching him hard work, teaching him discipline, and he said something along the lines of, he dealt with the best deck of cards he had to try and do the best he could. No, he didn't always come out right. Sometimes he had a temper. And I think back to, and I always say, both of my parents gave me different things. And those who know my parents personally, my mom is an HR manager for the state of California, and my dad is in sales for, he sells and is one of the owners of a door company that sells to large developments in California. And so my whole life, I always said, when people are like, dang, you're good at sales, I think it's because we always saw my dad's hard work. And my dad is probably the hardest working person that I've ever met. And I think that one of my biggest things, and we don't typically tell this to our parents, but maybe we say this to friends or whatever, and I've said it for years. My mom has taught me some of the managerial traits, because she's always been in human resources or personnel for the state of California my entire life. She just always has been since she was 19 years old. And then my dad, he's always been, as long as I remember, my entire life, he's worked for a door company, first one and then another. There's a point of this, you guys. My dad neither of my parents are perfect, especially because they had me at 19 and 20. But I love them dearly, and I'm so thankful for them. And here's what I need to share with you guys. So my mom is very much that managerial person, but today's my dad's birthday. And so give him a shout out, comment below, flood him with happy birthdays. But here's the thing about my dad. My dad has overcome such adversity in his life. So many things that my dad could have been subjected to or just given in. And I want to tell you, the reason I share this with you is I think the reason my brother and I are such hard workers, I've been a single mom for 5 years and done it all on my own. And I had someone recently say, well, you're not really a single mom. I'm like, yeah, I am. Even if I've had a boyfriend, they're not paying for every bill or supporting me. It's not like I have a joint bank account. But the reality is my dad has taught my brother and I the blood, sweat, and tears of hard work. He has this philosophy that I try and live by. And his whole philosophy as kids, and he says it still to this day, was his goal was to create a life better for my brother and I than he ever had. So no, we weren't trust fund kids, but we had pretty much everything we ever wanted because my dad worked his rear off and still does. And I think, and I look at so many people who come up with excuses as to why they haven't made it or why they can't overcome their obstacles, or individuals who, utilize the system and just take that as that's their life. I'm here to tell you that my dad could have used every excuse in the book. And I'm not going to get into a bunch of my dad's life, and you can go read my brother's status from today, because it is such a testament to, we didn't have it perfect, we didn't have everything exactly how it was, but I'm telling you right now, I think so hard about my respect for my dad because of everything that he went through as a child, everything that he overcame, every obstacle that he could have allowed to be his setbacks, be his excuses, and instead he worked his ass off to provide a better life for my brother and I than he ever had. And so on this day, I'm wishing my dad a huge happy birthday. And every time that I stop and think like, today's a hard day, I just have to remember that it could always be worse. You got to pull up your big girl pants and you got to get after it, because life is too short to live anything but the greatest possible obstacles and events, and power through it, think positively, and go do the best you possibly can. So with that, you guys, I'm about to head on in for my meeting at the kids' school, and I appreciate you guys following me on this journey. Again, today's 15 of 100, and it is just the beginning. But happy birthday, Dad, and we will talk to all of you Facebook friends really soon. Bye-bye, you guys.